This following video is for new Christians who are struggling with the creditability of the Genesis account in the Bible. Hopefully I'll try to eliminate some or all of those doubts. Firstly, I would like to start off with a little introduction about the Bible itself. The Bible is not a book, but rather a collection of books and letters compiled together over 1,400 years. The word Bible is a plural word. It comes from the Latin biblia, meaning books or library. Another feature regarding the Bible is that it has been under attack more than any other religious book in the world. The Genesis is the one that has been most often hammered to the ground, as it were. Yet throughout history, the Bible has remained unscathed and unblemished. As I've mentioned before, Genesis is brutally attacked. There are a number of reasons for it. 1. The devil, or Satan, hates this book, and the last book in the Bible, Revelation. And because of that, Satan wants human beings to stay away from them by saying the first book is myth, and the last is mystery. Thus Revelation shows his undignified exit from the world. 2. One of the most common reasons Genesis garnered criticism is because of the account of creation. As most already know, it is written in the scriptures that God created the world in 6 days and rested on the 7th. In the original Hebrew Old Testament scripture, the word day does not mean just a 24-hour day. It can also apply to a short space of time, and the Hebrew language does have multiple meanings for most of the words in its vocabulary, very similar to the English language. The only difference is that Hebrew is made up of 8,700 words. Some scientists have also racked their brains over the order of creation. The Bible mentions that the earth was void of forms. But slowly more scientists are beginning to agree with the account. But, we have a problem. The sun and stars appeared after the earth was created. So how do we explain that? Well, scientists say the earth was covered in a thick cloud. This would mean that God created This would mean that the Lord created the stars first, then removed the cloud afterwards. Makes sense. 3. Genesis doesn't go into intricate detail about the types of plants and animals. God simply just splits them into 3 simple categories for each. I won't go into detail about that, but God wanted the account written in this way so that all nations will be able to understand how he put it all together. 4. Another common excuse for not believing the account is because of evolution. It is striking that one would unanimously say that it is fact. Evolution is only a theory, and yet many believe it, but even more so, they deny Jesus' resurrection. Now, there's one thing I just want to straighten out. Science isn't always right. But it is silly to say it's always wrong. It is because of science, computers and technology exist. Science has enabled many people to upload videos to YouTube, as well as making the videos. In fact, you wouldn't even be watching this video had it not been for science. And Facebook, without science, you would not be able to stay in contact with your friends. And mobile phones are much the same. But science continually changes. One theory that was widely accepted years ago could be considered null void today. Albert Einstein once said that science without religion is lame, and religion without science is blind. 5. This is an expansion of number 4. Science is only the means of discovering how things work and how they operate. Someone said all science was wrong, and that is just a naive statement. As I said earlier, no science, no YouTube. Number 6, the final point. Most have a problem with the snake or the serpent and say, how can he talk? Or how come he has legs? Well, in regard to the legs, snakes do have tiny little legs under their scales, and God cursed Satan and the snake's body, resulting in the loss of the leg's usage. As for the snake being able to talk, animals can be possessed by anything good or evil. As mentioned earlier, Satan disguised himself as a serpent, or rather possessed the serpent to get to Eve. God once spoke through a donkey's body, Balaam's ass, and rebuked Balaam for what he was doing to the donkey. Hopefully this might have cleared up parts of the book of Genesis for new Christians out there who are watching this video. If there are any experienced Christians watching this and I've gotten parts of the video wrong, do forgive me for it. See you later.